This litigious society of ours puts warning labels on everything from lawnmowers to baby toys. So we suggest one for the windshield, near the driver's line of sight, of every 1991 BMW M5 sold in the United States. No one would pay one whit of attention naturally, but it would only be fair. Because the M5 is so wickedly swift and unflappably balanced that it almost needs an autobahn to be truly enjoyed. The M5 is the quickest and fastest regular production four-door automobile this magazine has ever tested. Aside from the odd AMG class Mutant, it's the strongest four-door period. And sheer power may not even be the M5's best quality. Its true best quality may be just that it's pure best ness. Given some perfectly reasonable criteria, BMW's new generation M5 just might be the best car in the world. Take the engine, for starters a crown jewel of a powerplant. The BMW S38 inline-6 began life as the 24-valve special powering the marvelous but star-crossed 1978 M1 supercar. More than just a twin-cam head conversion on the true blue BMW 3.5, it included a juggling of bore and stroke dimensions for a more oversquare configuration. With mechanical fuel injection it produced 266 horsepower. Nearly a decade later the engine came to this country for the first time in a pair of M Sport variants of existing BMW road cars. Both in the M6, which was a pumped-up 635 CSI coupe, and in the M5, a similarly powered 5 Series sedan. The 4-valve per-cylinder 6 employed electronic injection and a catalytic convener to make itself welcome on our shores. But 26 horses went out the tailpipe in place of the dreaded pollutants. The US rating was 256 ponies. And fuel economy was none too good, with EPA city highway numbers of 10/19 mpg. So the engineers over at BMW Motorsport had their mandate: make a modern S38 that tops the power output of the original engine, meets current American emission standards, and does it all on less fuel. A little extra displacement came first, holding the original 93.4 mm bore, but taking stroke back up to the 3.5 feet S86.0 mm netted 3,535 cc. Enough for BMW to refer to this as a 3.6-liter engine. Compression has risen to 10.0. And new camshafts give more valve lift and duration. Intake and exhaust systems breathe more freely, and a flapper valve in the middle of the intake plenum varies the effective volume of that chamber to harness resonance wave activity and fatten the torque curve below 4,120 revolutions per minute and above 6,720. A new crankshaft which is lighter and stronger, and stiffer valve springs permit the new, higher redline of 7,250 revolutions per minute. The factory's graph paper shows a smooth and steep horsepower line peaking at a lofty 310 horsepower at 6,900 revolutions per minute and a humpback torque curve with a broad plateau around 265 pound-feet at 4,750 revolutions per minute. At least 80% of maximum torque is available from 2,900 revolutions per minute to redline. And the engine feels even better than its specs look. It is smooth, responsive and ungodly strong. It reacts to sudden full throttle with softness only below 3,000 revolutions per minute. By 3,500 it wakes up, and at anything over 4,000 it storms. All the cams and gears and tappets and chains harmonize to the slightly roarty intake honk and exhaust growl. The thing even Lopez faintly at idle, in finely menacing muscle car tradition. Though burdened with 3,846 pounds, the so-called S38 V36 engine launches the new M5 lustily. Our testing reveals that 60 miles per hour flashes by in 5.6 seconds, and 100 in 14.5. The quarter-mile printout reports 14.2 seconds at 99 miles per hour. The M5 is still accelerating when the fuel injection speed governor says sorry. That'll have to be enough at a true 155 miles per hour. These are all record numbers for a genuine production four-door sedan available off a showroom floor. The M5 even stomps 300ZX turbos, Mercedes 500 SLs and Corvettes if they have pushrods. BMW has gone and made the best better. It upped the horsepower in the 535i from 208 ponies to 310 and created the M5. What can be said about the quickest production four-door sedan we've ever tested? Plenty. In terms of straight-line performance, this is a rocket that can blast away from virtually anything you'll find at a stoplight. Turbocharged Talons and supercharged T-Birds are child's play for this machine. Hurl it into a tight corner and the M5 is again impressive, with everything working together to sustain plenty of adhesion until the inevitable burst of acceleration on the way out. With all the hoopla and shouting about the Lexus LS400 and the Linfinity Q45, you'd think the German auto industry had closed up shop.